County workers in different parts of the country are
everywhere. GBS.
Well, a very good morning and thank you very much for joining us on GBS Morning Extra today. My name is Timothy Omondi and you're right on time for our bulletin this morning. We hope that you had a great evening. To start us off this morning, President Uhuru Kenyatta yesterday asked the Senate and the National Assembly to end the dispute over division of Revenue Bill 2019 to keep the public from suffering. The two houses have long disagreed over the crucial bill that allocates funds to the two levels of government. Whereas the National Assembly has proposed that counties get 316 billion Kenya shillings, the Senate wants them allocated 327 billion. Governors have moved to the Supreme Court to challenge the division of shareable revenue. As the dispute rages on, county operations have stalled as thousands of workers of county governments have not been paid their July salaries for the whole while, and hospitals are running short of drugs due to lack of supply, and other social services also have fallen short due to the lack of money.
Devolution is not competition between levels of government. Devolution is two levels of government complementing one another in the delivery of services to her people. Because sometimes we tend to operate as if money is inatiririka tu, no? Money is limited, resources are limited. Yeah? And really, I just wish to even take this opportunity once again to plead to our houses of parliament, both the Senate and the National Assembly. We cannot give that which does not exist. Let us take what we have. Ikiongezeka, tutaongeza. Lakini jameni, let us just take what we have. What are we arguing about? Because kama ingekuweko, si tungewapatia. Yeah? I tell people, the Constitution says that we should give a minimum of 15% to devolved governments. My brothers and sisters, within 1 year of taking office in 2013, I had moved that figure to close to 30%. Sasa jameni, labda mimi ndio nilifanya makosa. Yeah? Labda mimi ndio nilifanya makosa. Because now it has been just taken for granted that it is there. It is not there. Kukiwa na amani, wawekezaji watakuja waweke pesa yao hapo. Wakiweka pesa yao na mali yao kujenga viwanda, hiyo ni kazi kwa vijana na watoto wa Nakuru County. Kweli ama sio kweli? Yeah? Na hivyo ndivyo sisi tunataka kuishi maisha. Bwana Spika, asante sana kwa kutualika na kutupatia nafasi hii ya kuongea na wajumbe wako. Asanteni sana.
Earlier on, before that address, President Uhuru Kenyatta signed into law the Statistics Amendment Bill. The bill, which is now an act of law, aims at streamlining the management of statistical information at national and county levels by ensuring data collection and processing is conducted in accordance with international best practice and standards. The new statistics law also expands the mandate of the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics by aligning state agency to the provisions of the 2010 Constitution. The new Accreditation Service Act establishes the Kenya National Accreditation Service as the sole national agency charged with the responsibility of managing accreditation services in the country. The law, which repeals the Kenya Accreditation Service Order of 2009, establishes a robust framework for the establishment of an internationally recognized accreditation system aimed at streamlining international recognition of Kenya's products. And now to a matter slightly closer to the story that we read earlier, where the President addressed the National Assembly and the Senate to end the stalemate. Effects of this are being felt in different parts of the country. Counties in the Mount Kenya region, counties in Western Kenya, and also now counties in the coast are being affected, where the county workers are threatening to down their tools. Let's take a listen to this.
Now, mmesikia kuna watu ambao walikuwa wanauliza kwa nini sisi hapa nalipa mshahara kutoka pesa ambayo tunachukua kama revenue kwa kaunti. Nafikiri mnajua revenue ambayo tunachukua kwa kaunti hii ni chache sana. Kwa miaka iliyopita revenue ambayo tumekuwa tunapokea ni karibu milioni 165 kwa mwaka, na mwaka huu tumejitahidi, mwaka jana tumejitahidi kufika milioni 300. Sema kwamba tunaweza tukaongeza. Na bilioni 165 ni kusema kwa mishahara ya kaunti hii ni karibu bilioni 2.1. Ukifanya hiyo unaona kwamba mishahara yote kwa kaunti ni karibu milioni 200 kwa mwezi. Now, mgao ile revenue ambayo tuna collect kwa kaunti sasa ni karibu milioni 25 kwa mwezi.
Now, from the coastal region, we cross over to the Rift Valley, where more than 1,000 residents of Macharia Estate, which is one of the oldest residential estates in Eldoret, been forcefully evicted from the estate by county governments to pave way for a renovation of the houses. Uasin Gishu County plans to renovate the estate and allocate it to county staff. Affected families have accused the county government of ambushing them to relocate without prior arrangement to enable them transit from an estate in the convenient and humane way. Now, moving on to another story now. The prices of super petrol and diesel have decreased by 2 shillings and 86 cents and 3 shillings and 28 cents per litre, respectively, in the latest review by the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority. In a statement on Wednesday, the Authority Director General Robert Oimeke also announced that the prices of kerosene had increased by 1.98 per litre. Following the adjustments, a litre of super petrol will retail at 112.53 and diesel at 100 shillings and 60 cents, and kerosene at 103 and 95 cents in Nairobi. In Mombasa, the three products will also be sold at 109, 97 and 101 shillings per litre respectively. In Kisumu, motorists will pay 114 for super petrol and 102.29 for diesel and 105 and 64 for kerosene, whereas in Nakuru they will pay 113 and 101 and 104 respectively for the fuel. The authorities explained that the changing results from the 5.64% decline in the average landed cost of super petrol from 528 US dollars per cubic meter in June to 498.46 in July. The cost of diesel decreased by 7.11% from 519.39 to 482.47 US dollars, while the price of kerosene increased by 1.88%. That's from about 503.63 US dollars to 501.3 per cubic meter. Now, in international news, we bring you a story that has been gaining traction in the past few weeks. Hong Kong leader is warning that weeks of protest are putting the territory's stability in danger. The demonstrations began 10 weeks ago against a controversial extradition bill, but they've evolved into a wider concern about democracy in the semi-autonomous Chinese territory. Mass sit-ins at the airport have led to the cancellation of flights in the area. Businesses are feeling the effect of the unrest, with the stock market falling to its lowest level in 7 months. Hong Kong airport protests took a violent turn when police showed up to disperse the crowds blocking the international airport terminals. Demonstrators appeared to force the police out of the airport, later barricading the airport road with baggage carts and throwing plastic bottles at the police vehicles. The city's airport was in chaos on Tuesday as the airport arrivals and departures hall were blocked by thousands of protesters who were gathered in the airport for the 5th consecutive days, calling for democratic reforms and an independent inquiry into alleged police brutality. Well, viewer, that gives us now a short break. But before we do that, a good story from the Democratic Republic of Congo, actually giving hope. Cases of cured patients of Ebola. Remember yesterday we ran a story about 2 drugs that have been identified as being able to treat or to cure the disease. That notwithstanding, the WHO still says they need to run more tests and that the drugs alone cannot be able to cure Ebola completely. Let's listen into this news story. I'm being informed. We take a short break. We'll be back later with the sports news with my colleague Kevin Nyariki, who is ready to give us the sports news of the day.
Hello viewer, welcome to
Chungu Jajami.
My name is Tigist Hailu.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ruben West
I'm Dr. Charles Mukuka
from the United States of America.
I come from Ethiopia.
from Zambia.
I love Kenya very much.
I love the Kenyan people.
Love is not by confession. Love is by action.
Come on now.
When you are a husband, you are not a husband.
It's very important.